The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Mike, we go sign. Right there in the middle, 55. Check back, check back. Kill.
They'll run on first down. Durant. He'll have a first down past the 40. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, or if you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got a chance to rumble.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Second and 12 at the 42-yard line.
We go sign. Come on, God, 55. Hey, let's get in that hose. Check, lady. Check, nickel. Deuce, 80.
On second down now, Durant. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. The shotgun snap for Donald. And that is incomplete.
The days of knowing your assignment, dropping to it, and calling it a day, that's over with. Because now, when you drop into a zone, especially as a defensive back, you're seeing the play in front of you. So if a man wanders into your area, guess what? Now it goes from zone to man-to-man coverage in many cases. And on this particular play, able to see the play in front of him, react to it, and knock the ball away. Gotta like what you just saw there, if you like zone defense.
And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. Now a first down throw, Watson. He'll buy some time right. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open. Now second down.
It's second down and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Throwing again is Watson. Man open, that's Kiki QT complete. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Looked like man coverage, able to read it there on the outside for the completion. That'll be something to track as the game goes along here.
It certainly will, and there's so many different ways that they will try to figure out whether they're in man or zone. Sometimes you'll run a guy in motion to see if someone runs with him. Other times you'll empty out the backfield, spread it out, and see if everyone comes out and matches up. In any event, anytime you see man coverage, you tell your guys you got to win those matchups, because if you do, you'll get the football and probably for a nice game.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. On first down, McGowan. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Now a give right side. McGowan. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
And the Jets D, they call on a couple extra defensive backs on third. Now Watson. Dancing to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Ja'Kai Polite. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Block Edwards now to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 7. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now a give, right side. Durant, only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
They'll try the left side. McGowan, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
At the 34-yard line.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Slam. 124.
Kill. Let's go. Come on. Kill. Turn up.
Line him up.
Watson now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jachai Polite. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans.
45, Mike, 45.
3rd and long, it's Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's good for 28 yards. No score after 1 on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Watson. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make this a 2nd down. On 2nd down, McGowan. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Watson keeping it himself from 8 yards out as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Offensively, pretty effective option play there for the score.
Certainly was, and it appeared to me that the defense overshifted and overplayed the trail back, the pitch man, and almost forgot about the quarterback. In fact, they did forget about the quarterback, and he turned it into a touchdown.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
The throw over the middle taken in, and he'll be stopped right at midfield. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Go!
From the 50, it's Darnold. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
SOS. Hey, zoom.
Now Darnold. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he will score. It's a touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. He takes us from the 30 to the 34.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Inside. 51. Red 80. Inside.
Darnold will throw it on 3rd and 1. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. And he'll give it here to his running back. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Let's get it. Go sign. 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Cut. Red 80.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Red 80.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Fielded at about the 28. A great return there of 22 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now a give right side. McGowan. And he's got room. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
Watson on first down. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Keke Coutee, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Texans push further out in front. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half.
Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. On 3rd down, Durant. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. McGowan. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Reset. 19. Check 45.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go. That's caught at the 25. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Reset.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
45 to Mike. 45 times.
Watson. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
We got 4.
Now a give, right side. McGowan. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. Throwing on 3rd and long. Watson. And that will be incomplete. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know it.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Okay, partner. No surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine. You remember me? You remember me?
Watson on 3rd down. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
Now, that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
You 18. I got it.
On first down, Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. To throw is Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Keep doing it.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. 1st and 10 at the 19. They'll try the left side. Durant. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now it's Darnold. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. Back to throw, Darnold. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Then he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll run on 1st down. McGowan. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. McGowan. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll be taken down at the 26. And he will finally be taken down at the Jets' 26.
Check 31. Check 31. Alert. Check 3.
On 1st down, it's Watson. He's going to go up top for the... And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Kiki QT. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Texans push further out in front.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab the nugget when I can.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
On 2nd down now, Durant. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Hate to say it, but that play typifies what we've seen from this offense all game long.
Yeah, don't you think maybe you flip over your play sheet as the offensive coordinator and see the side that says try something different? You know, because this has not worked all game long. They continue to try and get it done. They've got to come up with something a little bit different. Try something special, something they haven't seen.
Anything to score a point. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Here's the Jets punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Let's take it inside his own 40. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
50 set. 19. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take it. 55. Check, 55. Bravo. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 5.
To throw again on second down. Watson. He finds Hopkins complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards the pickup there.
First down, Houston.
Hey, reset. 19. Hey, 31. 54. Check. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Now let's go.
Watson throwing on first down. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
Tight dog.
17-yard line.
On second down, McGowan. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great play there with his 16th touchdown of the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
Hey, we got 3 down.
They'll keep it on the ground. Durant. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. A gain there of 21 yards. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a second and 9.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Darnold completes it, and he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 26. Darnold now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a second and 3.
Mike 51. Let's go, D.
They'll keep it on the ground. Durant. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero. Are you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
And he powers his way up past the 30. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. On 3rd down, McGowan, and he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Oh, yeah. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the train. Yeah. Check 26. In the car. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Yo.
Here we go on 4th. Watson got an open man. It's QT. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Meanwhile, here a run on 1st down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage. That'll go down as a loss of 8, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Set. 19. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get there. Watch that.
They'll keep it on the ground. McGowan. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
That's the set. 19. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Let's go, D.
He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And DP goes into Jets territory before being taken down. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Big run here in the 4th as they continue to wear down this defense.
And that's when the offensive line coach clicks onto the headset and says, head coach, offense coordinator, let my guys fire out and hit people. We're wearing them down. Let's finish them off with the running game.
And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal?
Not today, you wrong.
And they take a knee.
Watson on the keeper.
From back at the 2, here's 3rd and goal.
I know he ain't got it.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
I almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for the Texans, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week.
Got bags from Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got... It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. One thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Washington Redskins. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. This will be fielded at the 6. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line.